not everything in life one can solve by itself. So one has to have a certain degree of emotional intelligence, and what is important is to trust other people.
Hello, everyone. I welcome you once again to an inspiring episode. Today we are exploring the journey, yes, the life journey of an intercultural communication coach, an experienced trainer with over 40 years of wisdom to share. He is a mentor who believes deeply in lifelong learning, values resilience, and embraces the beauty of diverse perspectives gained from various travels and work around the world. His career is shaped by empathy, adaptability, and a strong sense of purpose, all aimed at connecting cultures and fostering understanding. So, without further ado, kindly help me welcome Axel Böhm. So, dear Axel, I welcome you
Yeah,
to the Dream Reverse channel where every journey starts with a dream.
yeah,
I would like us to start our conversation by looking a little bit or diving a little bit into your early background. How was
yeah,
life growing up for you, Axel?
yeah. Life growing up. First of all, a compliment. Your list and structure is really very good. At a later stage, I will copy it. My life, or the life I remember, started during the economic boom in Germany, which also attracted many different nationalities from Europe. So the town I grew up was one of the economic epic centers here in Germany. So we had lots of influences from people from Greece, from Spain, Portugal, Italy, Poland, and. So that, of course, shaped my life because the typical German life is very different from the typical Italian life, no? And you might have noticed that as well.
Exactly.
Then yeah. Then another thing which shaped my early life. I will not go into great details, but there was a life situation when I was working. That was my first assignment abroad in um, in Thailand. And something happened during that period with a customer I had to not only to entertain but to train. And I was told very clearly that if that business relationship should continue, I have to change not my appearance by looks, but my inner strategy and my knowledge about the Thai culture. So luckily, my German boss was a person. Um, that on the one hand side was of course a boss because he wanted to see facts and figures, but he was also an elderly person that allowed young staff to grow into the company. No? So it was a family-led business. But again, let me come to the point. So what what happened was that I had to go with his eldest son, um, um, and part of the let's say of what happens in the Thai community is, especially in the upper class, you have a minimum stay of 3 months to become a monk. So I went to a place that was both English speaking for my benefit, but of course all the people that went there except me were Thai nationals. So for 3 months I was introduced into Buddhism, and that really changed my mental mind, no? Because I grew up in a very strict way of life, not philosophing, but working and. No, so the typical German, and so what also happened during that period, that with the man and I, we became best friends for many years. Unfortunately, he died very early from cancer. But also something very negative happened at that life experience, because when we came out after 3 months, there was almost civil war in Thailand, because the Japanese wanted to close the gap of what happened between Second World War and the economic development, but they were absolutely hated in Thailand. So the Thai population started an uprising, and my my late friend, he was also publicly known. So we had to live after we came back from the cloister, for 3 days underground. So really in the sewage system. When we came out, my world have changed again, because in Buddhism, killing people is a no-go. No? And then now the roads were full of dead people. So on the one hand side, I still see the positive sides, because with my Christian background, to have experienced also the Buddhism background, but I realized also that many religions are sometimes a little bit of a black and white culture. No? You have a paragraph you shouldn't do, and then when a situation happens, people start killing each other. No? So, but again, trying to come to an end and to the point. So my early life was really something fantastic, and I think it really also changed the way how I then start to maneuver through the future. No?
Wow, that's interesting, Axel. It sounds really like your early experiences played a huge part in shaping who you are today.
Yeah.
Axel, how do you personally define success? What is success at all for you, both in your professional life and personal life?
Definitely, success is not only money. No, money is necessary, but success is very often you see that coaches are saying success is A, B, C, D, full stop. No, but success is for me that one really always is full in the life and is adapting one's own life situation to the current situation, and not simply living out a standard phrase.
Wow, I love your take on success, Axel. Success is often linked to a sense of purpose. How do you define purpose, and how did you discover yours, Axel?
Yeah, defining my purpose was to not to be a life ignorant, no, or a life gypsy that is just enjoying one party of after the other. But again, like in all the other things, of course, one has to have a purpose, and the purpose can change over time. I mean, for example, when you start early as a single, the purpose is, of course, to establish your business to make money. But once you find the love of your life and you want to raise a family, then the purpose should not be to make the money, but to really create a family. And so, when life continues, when the kids are growing up and getting out of the house, then the purpose is changing again. No? You should not be the father or the mother, but you have to be the close friend to your kids, and try to make clear to the kids your values, and to be there when they are in difficulties. No? So again, purpose. It sounds such a clear word, but it's very difficult to describe it in one sentence. No?
Wow. I really love the fact that you see purpose to be a dynamic thing and not
Yeah,
static.
yeah,
I really love that. It's such an inspiring way
yeah,
to purpose.
yeah,
What has been your greatest personal challenge, Axel, and how did you overcome it?
yeah. The greatest personal challenge was not in working life, but in private life. And luckily, the group of people I'm friend with, there was one young lady living here in Essen, helped me through that step. What should not forget is to ask other people they trust for help and advice. Not everything in life one can solve by itself. So one has to have a certain degree of emotional intelligence, and what is important is to trust other people and tell them this. I use the term purposely. This shit in your life has happened. Challenge was forgiveness for something what has happened in my life, and interesting enough, it was also for the other group members the greatest challenge. No? And our common friend, um, she narrated on it, and we really came individually to the point to forgive that individual for what has happened in life. And that has really changed my life again, because it's so easy to put these negative things in life either in a drawer, so they completely disappear, but they are still there. No? So I managed to forgive, and it was so amazing that the week or the days after that, and it's still the waves are still going through me, that my life has completely changed, and that I really could focus on a new step in my
Thank you
life.
so much for sharing that point. In fact, forgiveness is quite hard
Yeah,
to practice,
yeah,
but I do believe, like you rightly said, once you put it into practice, you would definitely um, bear its fruits as well.
yeah,
Spoke of resilience
yeah,
and forgiveness. How do you stay focused on your goals while adapting to changes in your industry or in your personal life?
yeah. I try to see it also on a wider scale, not always navigating in my own culture. No? So I came across the term Ubuntu, and for those who are not so completely aware about it, so I don't make a historical lecture out of it, but that's a humanity towards others. And that is something I try really to live, because the 5 values of Ubuntu is also what we know in our Western culture. So, I mean, our blood cells are red, our white blood cells are white. So, a culture is something inspiring. So, in Ubuntu, it's survival. No, we have to survive in life, and again, we have to do that together with others. I cannot survive on my own; otherwise, I'm sitting on an island. Then, the spirit of solidarity. No? Um, I cannot live in my own 4 walls, but I have to acknowledge that there's other humans in my life, not only crisscrossing, but they're staying for anything 20 or many more years. So we have to be not only showing but living a spirit of solidarity. Then another part of Ubuntu is compassion. No? And that again, I can have, of course, a passion, and there's nothing negative about it. But if I really want to secure my work and to secure my future, I have to show also compassion. And the same for the last of the 5 is respect and dignity. No? That is also something I, of course, want to have people that respect me, but I'm not the only person, but I have to respect also others, and I have to show also dignity. No? And coming back to an earlier question, people that have influenced my life, that were also Nelson Mandela. No? Of course, one can be critical about every political person, but he is somebody in my eyes, and that has really influenced me during that time when South Africa became independent. I was working in Malawi, so I had many occasions to travel to South Africa and to really see the changes there, and that has also greatly influenced me. And I think that is also something we here in Germany, when we talk about German culture, is not just a single culture, it's a multiculture. No? And again, the culture are influencing our core values, they are influencing our work. So I have to be constantly aware about those changes.
Thank you so much for bringing in Ubuntu. Ubuntu, I know that it means you are, I am because you are, or
Yeah,
we are. Thank you so much for bringing that point in.
yeah.
That's surely impressive. Axel, let's talk about what drives you. What core values guide your decisions today?
Of course, money is driving me. But in a positive sense, so not money by any means. And then also, what drives me is personal friendships with people I'm working with. And what drives me is also when I wake up in the morning that my day will not be the same as yesterday. That I have to stay fully awake. No? So. Um, a core value is also, for example, constant learning. You know? Even at my age now, I'm still learning things outside of my earlier professions. So it's a mixture.
That's quite impressive. Axel, moving on. In your own personal and career life, what is the most important lesson you have learned that you hope future generations will carry forward?
Yeah.
If you could list maybe 3 points, that
Yeah.
would be
I
amazing.
mean, one thing is to understand learning never ends. No? So this old term, lifelong learning, is something very important. Um, and also, um, one has to have a mentor. Is also important. So that means again, I need to possess a certain degree of emotional intelligence that I accept the verdict of another person that is telling me, Axel, you are not right at this point. No? Or Axel, you have to change your behavior, or whatever it is. So that mentoring is, to my opinion, at my stage of life, not because I want to have now 100 calls, please mentor me, but I'm still getting also mentoring from my business partner Anita and from other people who are not my age group. So that is another important thing. A mentor is not necessarily an older person, but it is a person who is standing with 2 foot in life and has a clear brain. And I have to accept what this person is telling me.
That's such an important lesson. Mentorship. I just so love that word and what it can do in people's life. Thank you so much for mentioning it and sharing
Yeah,
it with us. Let's talk about leadership.
yeah.
How do you handle the responsibility that comes with knowing that your decisions affect others?
Of course, as a leader, I I have to take full responsibility for my acting and for my talking. No, and of course I have to be also on focus but not only on my focus, but on the I have to take in also the values or the focuses of others in my group where I'm the leader. So I don't see them as an economic part, but for me, first in a leadership is a person and what the person can really deliver. The second point is what I have to deliver in terms of money. No? So people first, money second.
People first, money second. I
Yeah,
love that point. Nowadays, unfortunately, it's always money first, then people
yeah,
last. Thank
yeah.
you so much for sharing that point. Axel, as we conclude this beautiful conversation, to know how would you like to be remembered by the next generation, and what legacy do you hope to leave behind?
Hmm. I mean, one point important for me, you know, and also in terms of yeah, legacy, no? Because the German nation has also a legacy that I don't want to be seen as a typical German, but as somebody who's open to other cultures, other religions, other ways of life. And another think think not think thing I would like to be remembered about is it sounds maybe a bit too much, but that my emotional intelligence has helped to create a relationship, a friendship, or a partnership.
That's a meaningful vision, Excel. It's clear you are thinking about how to make a lasting impact and inspiring the next generation. Your commitment to leaving a positive legacy is really admirable, Excel. Thank you so much for coming. It's been
Yes,
my pleasure having this conversation with you.